My name is Razan. I'm the Resettlement Manager for Lutheran Social Services of the National Capital Area. So resettlement agencies can serve refugees, special immigrant visa holders, SIVs, parolees from Cuban or Haitian descent, and asylees, as well as victims of human trafficking and torture. In the past couple of years, we have seen larger percentages of our populations coming from Iraq, Afghanistan. We've seen clients from almost every part of the world, every language, every religion. We serve all our clients equally. The same services, the same support, the same assistance, and the same dedication from the staff. Our staff are really representing the clients we work with. They come from some of the same countries, but they also come with their own immigrant and refugee experience. They're trained to provide the services to help you and to guide you through any challenges you face.
My name is Bahar. I'm from Afghanistan, Kabul, Afghanistan. I'm married. I have 2 kids. We arrived to New York airport. It was March 12, 2014. I can't forget that moment. When we arrived in the airport, my friend was waiting for us there. She picked up us and take us to our apartment. So it was all like set up.
At the airport, they are met with an individual from our agency. They might also see that friend or familiar face that they're reconnecting with. They will be transported to the home that they will be staying in. That night, they will be provided with a culturally appropriate meal and also some grocery items to get them through the first couple days or maybe first week. Every home that our clients will be living in is safe and accessible. We provide an orientation of the home once they have moved in. There are essential items for their kitchen, their bathrooms, their living room, the bedrooms prepared for them. Every individual must have a mattress, toiletries, cleaning supplies, kitchen supplies, plates, forks and spoons, a living room table, some chairs, and then maybe a couch. Just something to fill the home up and start making it feel like it's their home. We suggest that they explore their neighborhood and their community. That step is going to help them to acclimate themselves to the new culture that they're immersed in.
We have met really good and wonderful Afghan people, good families there, and also some other families from Egypt, Iraq, and Syria. Some other friends from Spanish community and American communities, that they are really good. I made good friends here.
The first home visit, usually their case manager that is assigned to their case will meet with them at their home, go over the services that they will be getting. They will go over the supply list with them. They will introduce them to our agency and give them contact information and kind of give them a preview of what their first week is going to be like, what their first appointments are going to be like. The reception and placement program is only 90 days, it's 3 months. Use that time and use those resources while you have them as much as possible. The more you're able to communicate and connect with their case manager, the better they will understand your needs and be able to meet them. Public assistance is a temporary assistance. It is meant to end at some point. They are giving it to you as a resource to help you as you are starting your life here. However, as soon as you're able to obtain a job and hold that job, it will decrease and eventually it will end. That first job is the hardest and it's the most important step on the road to self-sufficiency.
I know it's hard to get a job if you're new to a country and you don't have experience there. The same thing happened to me and some other families too. But still, I didn't lose my hope, and I went many times to places that I applied, and I tried to go and ask, because if you are applying for something, you have to go and go and go till you get something.
It will make much more sense to get that first job, and even if it's not paying that much, and combined with your assistance, you will be able to make some progress.
I have a friend that I always encourage her and saying her that if you work, you can earn, you can help your husband and kids.
It may be that you need a combination of some training, maybe certification or licensing to obtain that job. However, the job experience itself will also get you there. It kind of works hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. In our experience, a client that is able to go to an English class and go to his job is going to have the best opportunity and will get there more quickly. If the spouse does not speak English, it is going to be more pressure on one individual to work more hours to bring in enough income to pay the expenses.
Learning English is really important. I'm really lucky that I know English when I came here, so I was helping my kids, translating for them, and sometimes for some other friends and family members. But when I see other women or kids that they don't know English, I encourage them that you should learn English. Don't feel shy. You have to talk. You have to speak English, because otherwise nobody will understand what are you saying.
It is unlikely for an SIV holder for their first job to be exactly what they did before. They have to work with us to apply for all jobs.
When I came to US, I never thought to doing same things. The way that I was working in Afghanistan was different than here. I'm expecting to work in a good position someday, but I didn't expect a lot that I would be working in a very high position like I was working in Afghanistan.
We work with you to make sure that that job is something that you're able to do. It requires some flexibility to understand that this job is just the first. They might change in a couple months, or according to their situation, it might improve. That first job will give you the skills. It will give you that exposure to American workplace, to maybe better your language, understand how to interact with individuals here and with customers here.
Now we are happy here, and I start job in a hotel as a receptionist, and I liked my job. It was a good job.
Lots of people may think that that first job is they have to stay there forever. That's not true. That first job is for you to kind of acclimate yourself, gain those skills so that you can reach the goal that you want. Put you on the pathway to eventually reach that dream job that you do want. The process is a partnership. It requires cooperation. Ultimately, the client is responsible for obtaining the job. We will support them as much as they need it. The regular full-time American work week is about 40 hours. You are working about 8-hour days. Your first job, though, may be part-time, and that would be considered about 15 to 25 hours. And maybe those part-time hours eventually will get increased to full-time.
I was working only 2 days a week because of my kids also. It was on weekends, and my husband was working other days of the week. So we managed to take care of the kids and also could manage house chores and other stuff.
Most American households have 2 adults working. Depending on your family's needs, you may need to work multiple jobs and combine the hours from 2 different jobs just to be able to keep up with the different expenses that you have. There's a huge advantage when the female in the household is also working.
My husband has lots of friends here that their wives are working. In Afghanistan, most of women are not working. So when they came here and they see other women working and helping husbands, not only husbands, and helping their kids at least, or helping themselves, they could afford the things that they want. So it helps them to see that, yes, my wife can work also, or can study or learn also. Why not? Why she's not less or above other women here. So when they see other women, they start to think. Even the women, they are trying to encourage their husbands, and they're telling their husbands that, why I can't do that? I want to help you, or I want to help my kids, or I want to help myself.
Maybe the wife will work first, and she will need support from her husband to assist her in taking care of the children while she's away at work.
When I came here, I always thought about my kids' future, my future, because still I have to do things. I want to study. I want to have a good job. I want to have a good position in the society. I just don't want to sit at home and do house chores. Everybody could do that. I want to be a different person. So everybody should think of this.
It's enriching the household. It is allowing her to interact with her surroundings, practice her language, become independent, so that both adults in the household are able to provide for their family. So I think it's for the benefit of the whole family if the female can also be supported to go out and work.
It's really hard for someone to work here alone. Like my husband was working alone, and it was hard for him to manage everything.
It allows for more savings. Maybe you want to work towards that car or that house in a couple of years. If you have two individuals bringing in an income, it relieves some stress from just one individual.
In the other countries, you don't have to pay a lot for the rent, for the electricity, for other stuff. Here it's a little bit different. A wife and a husband should be all together in life because they are together. They are living for each other, for their kids.
It's definitely very important to take care of yourself. Speak to your case manager about what you're feeling, any anxiety that you feel, or any changes in your behavior, that extra stress that just comes from coming to a new place. It's easier if you are willing to come out to some events or go to your local library or your local community center and go meet people. Do things not just in your home or just with our agency, but involve yourself in your community.
In the community that we lived, most of the women were coming out in the evening time, taking out the kids for a playground. So we met there and we were talking, and especially when you see someone talking your language, so you just get attracted and you go over there and, oh, are you Afghan, and when you came and how you came, the conversation starts like from there. Some people are talking how to get their driving license, and because it's really important here. The husband can't reach everything and everywhere. They have to work also. So like picking up the kids and these stuff, and thank God now I'm driving and I can take care of all this stuff. So I don't need my husband that he should be with me and go and buy things.
It is very important to have that balance where you are staying true to yourself and connected to your culture, and being open to this new environment that you will be in will allow you to get the best of both worlds. You'll be able to keep those things that you have from home, but able to also accept those new positive things and create a new life for yourself.
Coming to US and living in Afghanistan, there are two different ways of life, two different cultures. You have to make ready yourself for different experiences. Everyone is facing problems. Everyone has a different experience. You have to face everything that comes in front of you.
Stay positive and resilient. There are going to be unexpected hurdles that you come across. Be prepared to look for the positive angle in things. Keeping yourself focused on your goals will help you to manage your stress and work around the hurdles or the challenges that you may face. Have a clear vision for what you want, and just stick to it and don't give up.
It's a good opportunity here that if you work, you pay your taxes and you do good, so you can do anything if you want for your family. I want my kids to be a different person, not only a teacher. She can be a doctor, she can be a farmer, she can go to space.